fucking clean with it, though. Isaac, what a game, man. You control the buttons you press? I think it's crazy. A, that's true. But also, B, I've been doing all this amazing stuff in Isaac with a mechanical keyboard that's missing the right arrow key, man. I still haven't gotten a new right arrow keycap or pulled the keycap off of another key to put it there. Why? Fuck it, bro. Michael Jordan was putting down 40 points when he had influenza type A. The gambling strain. Hasn't it been like a month? Yeah, it's been, I mean, time keeps on ticking, Steve Miller. Into the fucking future. Doesn't matter, the button still works. There's just no hat on it. Thoughts on Jackbox 11? Seems pretty good, honestly, but I will say, like, this is... So the average Jackbox game, and we play a lot of Jackbox, the average Jackbox game is like 1 8 out of 10, 1 5, and then like 2 things you never want to play ever again. The problem is that in some packs we disagree on what the 8 and the 5 are. So not everybody, but lots of people have different preferences for the Jackbox games, which I guess means that they're doing great stuff. But I do feel like Jackbox 11 is actually one of the better packs. I do think that the trivia is, it needs to go faster or be harder. Because the problem is, the wheel is good because you guys don't collude on an answer. But the D&D one, I'm not 100% sure on, because like what it has been so far is just one person going, oh, the answer's this, and everybody else goes, well, in that case, I'll pick that. But maybe when it gets harder, that'll change a little bit. I'm at my house, thanks for streaming. One of the best places to be. One of the best places to be, for sure. Did I pick up an item on this floor? When they take my map away, I'm like totally useless. I have a map. No, they be taking my map. Walrus with a map. Icon has map. If not for pathfinding, then why does it... What does this shit fucking do again? This is where they lost me, man. And then if you've gone to the secret room, then you can use this shit to go to the second secret room, and then you can use it to go to like a hidden room inside of the wall or something like that. Oh man, life's too short for that. No, that's golden teleporter. Holy fuck, man. You like hotel pillows? Or are you a home pillow sort of guy? There's a lot of stuff about hotels is interesting. Usually, it's hard to beat home pillow, I would say. Home pillow is like always the best. But I will say, at the risk of becoming unrelatable, I think I've really become a top 5% sleeper worldwide. Used to complain, I can't fall asleep on this bed, the pillow is like too big. The pillow, I like a thinner pillow. They always give you a pillow that's like way too fluffy, so your neck's like half cocked all night. Used to think it was the hotel's fault. Obviously, it was a personal problem, because now, every time I'm in a hotel, I go, I'm not in my own bed. I don't have my own pillow. Why is one of the blankets made out of felt and the other one's made out of tissue paper? I'm never going to be able to fall asleep. And then I just fall asleep. I just fall asleep and I wake up feeling great. And then I look over and my daughter and my wife are still asleep. So I go take 2 cups of coffee out of the fridge that I made last night. Chug them as fast as I can. shoot some poop into the toilet, and then just sort of hang out for like maybe 2-3 hours till they get up. And sometimes I'll like go for a walk outside or something like that, but... Alright, let's do this. Kinshawn Judkins. I don't get the fridge coffee. If your morning time was precious because it was the time before your kid woke up, so you could actually like control what you're doing with your time, you also would not want to use a hotel coffee maker at 5:45 in the morning and wake your kid up. Because the hotel coffee maker is always loud as fuck, bro. So if you're going for a walk, you can just go get coffee. Yeah, but I want to have the coffee in my system before I have to shoot my poop in the toilet. Also, like, it depends where you are. A lot of these coffee shops these days are not real coffee heads. They don't even open till like 7 or 8. When we were in London, I had to pregame the coffee shop by having a coffee because I can't wait until 8 a.m. for the coffee shop to open, bro. Psychotic. Coffee shop got to open at like 5. How about get off the coffee? Nah, it's fun. Fun, tastes good. Also, I'm realizing, because like, you have to have something in your life. And let me explain my journey to you, okay? Socially, used to go out, having dinner with friends, maybe I'll have a couple beers, okay? Now I'm off the alcohol. I say, that's no problem, they got Coke Zero everywhere. Now I'm off the Coke Zero, and they don't have sparkling water fucking anywhere. They almost don't have sparkling water at any restaurant, man. I'm gonna have to start bringing my own and paying like an uncorking fee or something like that. Coffee is the one that I can still do. I've decided, because people are gonna get the wrong idea about me. That's mostly what it is. They're gonna think I'm a cold plunge, podcast tech bro that's like, I think that if I just never eat a cookie, I'll live forever, okay? And that's not what it's almost like the exact opposite of what I am. I just mostly don't want to get dementia, so I have to tank the extra coffee. I'll have the coffee in the morning, but then also I used to be, hey, I've already had one coffee today, so if I went out with somebody, I'd be like, no, I can't have a coffee, I already had one. Now I just tank it. Because I'm like, I don't want them to get the wrong impression. I don't want them to think I'm someone who is literally allergic to having like any fun at all. So I'll have a cup of coffee with you. Yeah, sure. 10 cups is a little too much though. 10 cups, I don't think I could handle that. I can't go for that. No can do. That's interesting. No, it's not interesting at all. We're obviously just going to re-roll them. It's one of the least interesting setups we could have possibly had. Is that why you talk so much? Have you met an adult? Are you 12? Almost every adult on the planet is drinking coffee, and most of them are not talking this much. What do you think coffee does? Because, like, honestly, whatever you think it does, it's actually closer to doing nothing than whatever you think it is. Does make you poop. That's a given. That's why you have the coffee before the poop. Because if you make the mistake of, like, I'll poop, then I'll get coffee, you're going to be like, why do I have to poop again? It's because of the coffee, bro. That's why you have the 2 cups in the fridge first. I think I grab you for no reason, now that I think about it. I think I grab you for no... Didn't they make this way worse? Isn't this complete garbage now? Pretty much. Well, we take this then. Do you get headaches when you skip coffee? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going to hit you with the "Are you 12 years old?" question again. That's what addiction is. That's one of the ways that the addiction manifests. Yeah, absolutely. Really? Yes. Yes, obviously. Caffeine addiction is crazy? No, it's not. It's the least crazy addiction on the planet. It's the most normal addiction that I think humanity's ever invented. It's like I know that you are always calling me contrarian, but I'm going to give you a little secret. And this is, I hate to reveal part of the magician's trick, because then it might allow you to replicate it. The reason it seems contrarian is because I'm providing you a lens to what normal adult life is like. And on this website, that's contrarian. But in real life, when you're talking to real people, you do not have these conversations. They just go. In fact, you know what happens more? When I tell my Twitch chat that I have 1 cup of coffee a day, most days, they go, "It sounds like you're addicted." When I tell a regular adult that I have 1 cup of coffee a day, they go, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to get back to that. I'm on like 3 or 4 right now." And you know what? You must be like, "Wow, their life is in total disarray." They're doing pretty well for themselves, to be honest. It's not really a big deal. It's one of the smallest deals out there. And I'm especially not going to take any heat if anybody talking about caffeine addiction is also part of the new Uma Musume club that I heard some of you were grinding fans 15 hours per day on both days of the weekend. If you're going to talk about, people always, 17-year-olds always get high and mighty. I don't really like the idea of my brain being dependent on anything. Okay, put your phone away, bitch. Oh, but my friends live here? Okay, then shut the fuck up. The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you got some fucking compulsions that came for free with your fucking life on planet Earth, obviously. The hell are you talking about? Caffeine addiction hella bad? Bait too obvious. 5 out of 7. 6 out of 7 with rice. Bait's too obvious. That'll work on your average Arc Raider streamer. It's not going to work on a beast like me. Now, saying showering is giga bad, that might work on me. Go ahead, man. Bro, all I said is, really? He's going off. You say it best when you say nothing at all. Sometimes a word is not just a word, man. A word can convey a huge sentiment. Ah! I thought he was going to get me. When is a gift not a gift? When they don't give you a gift receipt? Is that the answer? Real shit. Real shit. Apollo, how you doing, man? How's Path of Exile? How's it going? Are you flowing? Man, I'd like to place my hand upon your fucking sexy mouse and click. And click! Take off your cuirass and your undergauntlets, then do a raid. 'Cause hear me, NDD come raiding out from the portal. With our arrows and our axe and incense. Now we're raiding. You know what I'm talking about? Fake question? Well, he said he quit it, so I didn't know. Usually when someone says they quit a video game like 2 days after it came out, then it's like, I don't want to ask them because there's some trauma associated with it. Jordan Davis from the Eagles credits Peloton instructor Ali Love with helping him lose weight and build endurance. So true. Shout out to Ali Love. It's almost time for my once annual, let's set a new 30-minute PB on the Ali Love Alanis Morissette ride. I don't know, is anyone even going to be... Last year I think we had like 20 riders, man. I don't even know if we're going to have 0.2 riders this time. Only once annually? Yeah, bro, we don't do 30s. I'm not 14 years old. We're getting saddle sores in this bitch. We're wilding out. Rude? They asked a churlish ass question. Only once a year? We're riding till the fucking tip turns gray. You're damn right. Till the tip turns gray. It's the Lin-Manuel Miranda Peloton musical. Yes, sir. Ali Love, hun. Could kind of work. By tip, do you mean? Yeah. Exactly. That's really bad for you? That one I could believe. I could believe that restricting the blood flow to your penis until the tip of your cock changes colors could have long-term ramifications, but I'm willing to be the motherfucker who figures it out. You have a child? Fair enough. Thank you. I'm not going to get lectured on, like, cock health from a bunch of people who willingly got vasectomies when they were, like, 24. Which is what you guys all are to me. And God bless you for making the decision. You know you better than I know you. I'm just saying, it seems a little bit... Don't cite the old words to me, witch-coded. You know what I'm talking about? I'm literally 23. 2 years till you hit the IU milestone, bro. Keep dreaming. I got one at 25 this year. Pretty happy about it. Can I ask you a question with no disrespect? And it's genuinely with no disrespect. It's like I'm trying to connect with you. Genuinely. Because it's going to sound like a judge. It's not disrespectful. Doesn't it seem like it's like a lot of... And you're going to say it's pretty easy. But like, have you ever seen how easy it is to put on a condom? It takes like less than 5 seconds, and you can do it so fast that even though like a fucking freak like me who needs to read IKEA instructions like 10 times on each page, I can do it while keeping my erection. And all the blood runs to my brain when I try to figure out, like, is this... They really should put like a this side up marker, like an arrow on the condom or something like that. Because I'm always looking at it trying to figure out, is this the right way to unroll it, or is this the wrong way to unroll it? And I still can fucking figure it out. And when it comes to shit like that, I'm basically brain dead. So if anything, I think I would be like a huge candidate for like, hey, we're just gonna like snip your vas deferens and you don't have to worry about that stuff. But I find myself most of the time being like, ain't really that big of a deal. Blow into it? I'm trying not to... That's more for the stand-up act, man. That's more for the stand-up act. Bruno Mars voice, girl penis hallelujah. Okay, that's fucking... I'm never gonna hear that song the same way again. Girl penis hallelujah. Whoo! Girl penis hallelujah. Whoo! Girl penis hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to Apollo. Come on, join me on this one. Cause Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Saturday night, and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. You know, I gotta roll it. That's a good roll. That's good, man. That's pretty good. What does he even say, though? I don't know. Frankie, get the stretch? She says something like that. Wildin', vibing, living it up in this city. When I smoke up, gotta stroll out, gotta kiss myself, I'm so thrifty. Too high? I don't know, he's always saying some shit, man. Sure, why not, man? Woo! He's always, yeah, Bruno Mars notoriously thrifty with his money. Notoriously frugal Bruno Mars. 2 cocks? Hot damn. So that's probably what he was saying when he was on Reddit. That might have inspired the whole song. Two cocks? Hot damn. Didn't it turn out that fraud only had 1 cock anyway? Did the vasectomy guy ever answer? Because I know it's a lot of people are like, I don't want kids, so I'm just going to get a vasectomy. But I'm telling you, I'm not saying don't get a vasectomy. That's a very personal thing. But I am saying, you may need condom lessons if it seems like it's that big of a deal. Or maybe there's something else I haven't considered. He came to the Earls I worked at and he didn't tip. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Bruno Mars? Because I would have tipped at the Earls. Bruno Mars didn't tip. Why? This is sus two ways. Well, I know the one way is sus because I would tip. The other way is sus because I just don't see Bruno Mars being at Earls. It just doesn't. He can go to the Blue Water Cafe, man. Hey, with a salary like that, he could even afford to eat at McDonald's these days. Hi-yo. they love it, man. They love it. Apollo, they love it. They love it. We have to stop playing games that take brain power. Oh, should I take the fucking legendary sword of Malinkus over the fucking blah blah blah? No, bro. Just fucking put on old school RuneScape and people will ask you shit and then make fun of them. It works every time. I don't even know what half the shit in this game does anymore. I just press the button. Now I got 2 items, man. I guess give me this one. I can take both! Oh my god! Don't take Taurus? You got me confused with Lazy Moth, man. You're out here saying some shit like, no, no, don't take baldness, don't take baldness. Brother, I didn't have a choice, okay? People also be just saying some shit. They'll be saying some shit like there's already too many people in the world. Brother, have you been to a grocery store lately? We need more people. They are not staffing the fucking deli counter. They are not staffing the bakery. You're doing all that shit for yourself. We're using self-checkouts, bro. We need more people. I don't know. Maybe. I hadn't really thought about it, but it is inconvenient sometimes. It is inconvenient to be up there going like, hello, I'd like 100 grams of honey sliced ham, please. I'm not sure if that's necessarily related to population collapse now that I think about it, but I got a vasectomy at, well, hang on, listen, I can't not read this, I'm sorry. I got a vasectomy at 23 because condoms are not infallible. I don't need sperm to be a parent. It prevents health risks to my partner. Okay, I don't know about the third one. I'll give you that one. I also still use condoms to prevent STDs. I guess I'm just not that cool. I'm not that good of a guy. Because if I got a vasectomy, the condoms are going in the garbage. I'm sorry for being frank with you, but that would be the biggest reason for sure. That would be the principal motivation. Oh, man. Like that, there's no shot I'm getting the surgery and then also. I mean, if there was a genuine medical need for it, of course. Because it's also still really good even with the condom. But like at the same time, that would be the biggest deal for sure. I got one after our second kid because I like blasting ropes into my wife without needing to increase the amount of Happy Meals I buy 2 years later. Now that's facts. That's a real person right there. That's guy talk. It's a little overly frank, but that's facts. That's facts, right? I got to imagine that when you go to the vasectomy dealership, that's probably like that's the selling point that they lead with, if I had to guess. Do you guys, when you got it done, did you get the one with like the little incision, or did you get the one where they put like a little? Have you seen Game of Thrones? They set you up on like a table and they strap you down, and then they put like a little tube next to your scrot, and then they just put like a rodent in there, and then you're like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, oh, don't worry, the rodent, when it gets hungry, it'll just eat your balls, so that you're gonna start to shoot blanks. After that, I did the rodent one. That's the one that's covered by OHIP, so that makes sense to me. You could save a few bucks. The fuck is OHIP? It's the Ontario Health Insurance Plan, y'all. If I'm being honest with you, obviously you're going to say something like, why didn't you use MSP? Because I figured, I mean, much in the same way that for years I've Americanized a lot of my discourse in order to appeal to a wider audience, I basically did the same shit for Ontario. Because I was going to be like, nobody knows what the fuck MSP is, bro. I got mine done at Claire's. That's with the fuck ass ear piercing gun. I think it'd be so funny to just show up for stream one day with like a diamond stud in my ear, man. Just for some swag. Ah, never mind. I got brimstone. Everything's fine. Because bald guys need something, man, and I can't seem to get a cool hat, and I can't seem to get Bob Balaban glasses. The Bob Balaban glasses don't look right on me, man. So I think I gotta go. I think I gotta get a diamond stud earring, or a soul patch. Could be a soul patch. You think you'd ever get a vasectomy? Yeah. Probably not in like the next 2-3 years, but probably at some point. I should probably just get one like tomorrow, because like I don't really want to have another kid, to be honest, and neither does my wife, but I'm kind of like I mean, that's what I'm saying. You might say like that's the logical thing to do would be to get a vasectomy, but that's what I'm saying to me it feels illogical because the condom is such a small headwind to be like, yes, now I'm going to go get a piece, like a tube in my penis cut. I know it's not in your penis, but it makes the joke better. I'll just keep on rolling that thing. For now, at least. I've had too many condom scares. Now you got me thinking maybe like my shit's not good, because I've never had even a single one. Not a single time. Is it because we're buying name brand? Are you trying to? Are you getting the Western family ones? There's some things where you can get the no name, but when it comes to the prophylactics, I don't know. I would trust the most trusted name in tech on that one. You don't want the one ply, exactly. Anyway, that's about all I got. And many of you are probably thankful for that. You think you could handle the pain well? This is one where I'm not just trying to virtue signal, but having already had testicular surgery, I think I know what I'm getting into. So for you guys, that's foreign. For me, not foreign at all. Very familiar. I've gone through it one time before. So that's every day for a guy like me. And again, I don't want to offend you because I know I can already see, I mean, I'm not going to see them because harm reduction, but I can already imagine the Reddit threads that are like, I don't even know, NL's ignoring the existence of like HPV or something like that. You know, lots of, no disrespect, but like 20-year-olds love to think that they're like the first generation that's invented safe sex. No, bro, that was my generation. One generation before yours was doing that shit, okay? Chill out. You're talking to an old head here. Actually true, though? Yeah, I know. The pharaohs had condoms? Condoms aren't just for sailors in the 90s, Austin. Well, they should, the dirty bastards. They go from port to port. By the way, if you hate Austin Powers, riddle me this. First off, who hurt you? Secondly, has any other movie made such an enduring impact on our culture? What's the first thing that comes to your fucking head when you see someone get their car wedged in a parking lot sideways and then have to do like 17 turns to get it out? It's Austin Powers every single time. You have to give it at least a 4 because of the fact that that has become Austin Powers-ing it. If your movie has a noun, you have to give it a 4+. It's that simple. I've never even seen it, and I know that's Austin Powers. It changed our culture, man. You're just old? At least I got something to show for it, though. You know what would be crazy? You should be able to like interview someone after they die. And then just be like a sports interview in heaven that's like, we're gonna ask you to sum up, how do you feel about your life? We went out there, you know, it didn't always go our way, but we we gave 110% and that we could be proud of. The better team won today. Could be sick, man. You know, like in Wild Wild West when they like play the projector through that dude's fucking eyes to see his last thoughts, or the last thing he saw before he died. Right. So, you know, if Wild Wild West was a good fucking movie, I wouldn't have to explain it with all the song and dance. I could just go, we should be able to Wild Wild West some motherfuckers and then see the last thing that their eyes saw before they died. But because that movie's fucking ass, if I said we should Wild Wild West some fuckers, half of you are going to be like, put a magnetic collar around their neck and then shoot saws in the air that chase them down. And I'd be like, no, bitch. And then the other half are going to be like, build a big robotic spider for no reason. And I'm going to be like, no, you fucking idiot. Half of you are probably going to be like, have a big brass horn coming out of your ear where you go, and a little wax falls out of it. No, man, no. I'm talking about when they put the movie projector through the dude's head so that his eyes show you the last thing he saw, man. Anyway. Ooh. Whoops. You're assuming way too much knowledge of Wild Wild West? You guys didn't watch TBS The Superstation back in the day? They were playing that all the time. But what if I was to say I'd Men in Black somebody? That's easy. You're using the neuralizer to make them forget about something that just happened. Men in Black, that's a good movie. True. That one's easy. That's how you know it's a good movie. Huge. Why not, man? But if I was to say, hey, what does it mean? Well, I guess it doesn't always hold. Because if I was going to say that's a Bagger Vance situation, I think you would rightfully surmise that that's a situation where a ghost is teaching you how to play golf. Because it's simply, the specificity is too high. It couldn't possibly be something else. Spoilers? Well, I've never seen the movie, so I think they must have covered that in the trailer. But I will say I can't remember if the ghost is Matt Damon or Will Smith. And now that I think about it, and again, it's tough because I've never seen the movie, I'm not 100% sure that either of them are a ghost. But being a kid is really funny because I saw the trailer for The Legend of Bagger Vance and I was like, oh, I want to see that. I was like 9. What the fuck was I talking about? Like, one youth ticket for The Legend of Bagger Vance, please. What the hell was I thinking, man? 1 second here. Same with Meet Joe Black. I was like, I gotta see that. Yeah, 100%, man. Okay, 1 second here. The Legend of Bagger Vance. It's American sports fantasy drama. Will Smith, Matt Damon, Charlize Theron. Plot. In old age, having had his 6th heart attack while playing golf, Hardy grieves. 6 heart attacks, man! Hardy grieves contemplates how his late wife used to ask him why he kept playing a game that seems destined to kill him. Bro is dying to golf. Can we just... His wife was going, you gotta quit playing that damn golf, man. That's gonna kill you. Your high-octane golf lifestyle is... All right, let me see here. The story begins with his childhood idol, Ranulph Juna. Oh, no, man. Oh, my... Can I just get a synopsis of this? Whatever. I'm going to be honest with you. It did not look like there was a single ghost in there. I don't think there was a ghost in that movie at all. That's a bait and switch, man. That's like Kangaroo Jack. They got me thinking there's a rapping kangaroo. It turns out it's just some shit for Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson to make jokes about. Terrible movie? Nah, it's peak, I'm afraid. Peak for me to poop on 6 or 7 times. Hey man, I've been mulling over this Anthony Bourdain bit I'd like you to take a look at. Okay, I'm not the bit arbitrator. Arbiter? I'm not the bit judge, but I'll take a look at it. I've been killed, just kidding. The bit boss. You do judge a bit? Yes, but I'm just one guy. Let me see. So I need to see... Who said that? Who said that? Hey, man. This is Real Crazy Frog X. Real Crazy Frog X. And I'm hitting refresh. It's taken a couple minutes. Anthony Bourdain. I should read it before I read it out loud. All right, I don't think I can go with that one. Also, was he on the list? I don't think he was on the list, so I don't necessarily want to contribute, because then people will be like, wasn't he on, they'll say, wasn't he on the list? I think I heard that somewhere. And then they'll have to realize that they got baited by a stream. So I'm gonna have to -2 that, I'm sorry to say. And can I tell you something? I'm glad you brought that bit up here. Because I think if you did that in person, they would ask you to leave wherever you were. So I think you've saved yourself indignity. But it's complicated because I don't think like it's that funny. But you asking to bring it up and then bringing up that is kind of funny. So in a way, the specific Anthony Bourdain bit, not funny. But the bit of asking a streamer if they could run their Anthony Bourdain bit by, you could run your Anthony Bourdain bit by them, and then running that by them is crazy. And that's kind of, craziness is very funny. So I guess the bit succeeded is what I would say. Why is Anthony Bourdain even there? Well, I think the idea that you're reading it in his voice does make it that much more humorous. It's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I forgot I had this. Oh. Now you gotta remember, 9 lives is like actually, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. Because dying with 9 lives is like literally the most miserable experience in this game. Because then you just have to die like 9 more times. Holy shit, I fucking dodged it. Did you see that fucking dodge? Hit him! Hit him! Would you ever talk at GDC again? Nah, man, they don't... I mean, they don't want to hear from me because I don't know anything. That became pretty clear, like, the first time I spoke at GDC. I was like, what the hell am I doing here, man? Curious, very curious. I think I would take Maggie's bow and go all in on this life. Would you ever talk at GDQ? Nah, don't they have someone for that, like on the microphone? I don't have that much experience reading out donations. I don't think I'd be very good at it, to be honest. I think they got pros for that, man. QVC? I think I might be kind of awesome on QVC. To be straight up with you, I think I might be kind of a beast on the home shopping channel. Huge. Does anyone, hey, this is real. Does anyone else try to reaction speed mog people at stoplights? Like not speeding up really fast, but just seeing who can get on the pedal first? I've been doing this for months. Yes, you're not crazy. I do that every time. And everybody else sucks ass at it, man. The other thing, and I know at first in my head, I'm going, this bit's not going to work. Nobody's going to agree with me. But I actually have a preview. I have a portent of the future that everybody's going to be like, I think about this all the time as well, and it makes no sense. Why are there so many motherfuckers that when the light is red, they're rolling their wheels as if they think the light is going to turn green at any second, but then when the light turns green, they don't go, man. Are you in a rush or not in a rush? Like, make up your mind. You're like, it's red, and you can see that the pedestrian light is still like a person walking. And then it counts down from like 9, 8, 7, and they're like rolling in their wheels like, come on, come on, come on. And then when it turns green, they just stop moving. And you're like, what is wrong with you? I mean, I try to be nice to everybody, but you gotta be pretty fucking stupid to be doing that on the regular. That's crazy. That's just like a fundamentally, like, cooked human being. You're just not good. I'm sorry. It's like, stochastically, to not be good at making decisions is like a huge debuff as a human being. Making good decisions is like one of the best things that you can do. And the other one that comes up all the time, and every time I say it, people go, this is so true. So it makes me feel bad bringing it up because it's almost pandering. But like when you're driving straight and you have the right of way, and then a car is trying to like, it's at one of the intersections perpendicular. So you're driving straight like this, and then they just keep moving their wheels like this, like they're impatient. And then I start slowing down, and then they're looking at me like, why are you slowing down? I need to turn. And I'm like, bro, I'm slowing down because you're moving your wheels to put your car in the fucking intersection. If you want me to go fast, then stop moving your wheels, making it look like you're gonna fucking kill me for just driving straight on the road. If you want me to get through the intersection as fast as possible, you know that fucking white line on the ground? That's where your car is supposed to stop at a stop sign so that I know that you're stopped. But you're stopping like half a car length past the white line on the ground, and then you're inching forwards. You're the asshole there, get moving. I also just bet mine and my family's life that they won't hit me. Instead of slowing down so I could hit the brakes if they decide that they're actually gonna go, I guess I'll just go all in with mine and my family's health every single time it happens. This is psychotic, man. Well, yeah, of course you got to gamble sometimes. You gamble by getting in the car, but that's a little too far for a beast like me. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Why the fuck is my fire rate so bad? Huge. Huge, huge, huge. I hate when people don't know the proper way to do a four-way, so they just wave you through. That's facts too. Kate will tell you, I got pithy comments for everyone these days. Came to a roundabout this weekend. Dude was already in the roundabout. So let's say I'm at the 6 o'clock position in the roundabout. Buddy entered at the 12 o'clock position, drove to the 9 o'clock position, drove to the 7 o'clock position, slammed on the brakes, and then went like this. So I said, oh, the emperor of traffic decided to change the rules today. Kate exhaled some air from her nose loudly. Like, dude, you were in the intersection. What are you doing? What happens if more than one person stops at the same time? You look at their car and decide if you're going to be the alpha or the omega. It's that simple. I mean, technically, I think there's supposed to be like tiebreakers, but much like in sports, you don't know what the tiebreakers are. You just kind of go on vibes. Huge. If you tie, it's the rightmost person. I don't worry about all that. Because what I do is I just assume that everybody else is looking at their phone while they're driving. So I do the physics, and if I see that we're going to get there at the same time, I slow down so that they obviously get there first. And then I wait 3 to 5 seconds for them to actually go from the stop sign because they were looking at their phone when they got to the stop sign. And then I decide, it looks like they're not going to go, so I start to move a little bit, and then they start to move, and then we both hit the brakes. And then I start to move again, and then they honk their horn. That's pretty much, it goes a little bit like that most of the time. Okay, so that's Isaac. Hello, Chiblee, by the way. Chiblee, it's the daylight savings window!